play. State my reaction. Okay. Are they serious? Man, this is fucking pathetic. My computer can't even take it. This is... So, wait, it's a 2D side-scrolling rail shooter on foot? God fucking damn it. Fighting Gentleman here, and once again, what you just saw was my reaction to what we are about to discuss. Capcom, as opposed to every other company, has done it again. They recently released a trailer, and there's actually gameplay of this fucking video for their latest game, Mega Man X Over. It's gonna be on the iOS, and you know, as if you weren't pissed enough about that, I'm going to show you exactly why I was so pissed. If the words I said weren't enough, if the facial expression I had on my face, despite the bad lighting and camera angle I had, weren't enough, we're going to do a critical analysis on it right now. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you is the trailer, which is pretty much public domain at this point, because really, there's a whole website where they actually literally say, yeah, if you want to see more, click here. No, I think that this trailer says enough. Okay, now a nice little nod back, you know, to make sure people are not so pissed off, because they know that people are not going to accept this. Okay, we got the kanji. They just showed all the different Mega Mans from the various games, and once again, I can't read kanji. I'm just going based upon the pictures. If you're anyone like me, that's what you're doing anyway. So, alright. Another character design. The only words I saw was new. Oh god. Who designed this Mega Man? Wow, look at that. Oh, gameplay. Oh, more game. And that's the trailer. That's the trailer. We're gonna go out on this bullshit kanji. Like, the kanji's not the problem I have with it. The problem is that it's a trailer that in essence shows nothing. Let's look at that again, please. Alright. Now, the little bit of gameplay, that's another thing. They only showed, like, there it is. Look, there's gameplay, and then there's gameplay again. Throughout the entire course of the damn trailer, we only saw about 4 seconds. 4 seconds of gameplay. That is not a fucking trailer for your game. Now, when I first saw that trailer, I was too confused to even have a response, other than Capcom must not have much faith in its game for it to show this much. But even still, with that taken into consideration, I needed to see more. And unfortunately, I did. And I must warn you, this is bound to piss you off. Okay, this is what I was pissed off with before from the reaction in the beginning. Okay. Oh, gameplay. Look at... Wait a minute. Wait. No. No. He's moving. Look at that. He's moving with no button presses. There's a jump button, and then there's a shoot button. Like I said, it is a 2D side-scrolling rail shooter. What's a rail shooter? It's a shooter in which you're moving on a rail, almost like a roller coaster. You don't really have control of how far you go other than, left to right. Panzer Dragoon is an example. Star Fox 64 is another example. Gradius is another. You're moving on a rail. You can go forward, backwards, up and down, but it's not going to affect how much faster you progress through the level. But we only saw in that same trailer a little bit of him moving around. We only saw a little bit. And I'm not going to stay on this topic for long, but seriously, no one wants this game. You canceled Mega Man Legends 3, which personally, I never liked the Mega Man Legends games, but and my biggest problem with it was that it tried to be something that Mega Man was never meant to be. Same with, and then Mega Man Universe, sadly, we never saw fucking gameplay of it, at least not in my knowledge. It was canceled. This game, no one wants this. Again, no one wants this. More importantly, it's for the iOS, and I'm laughing at how there are some people that are actually defending this decision. Though, like, they play the devil's advocate card, like, oh man, did you watch it and blah blah this, and like really, did you even watch it? Is my counter and retort to those type of brain dead Capcombies, as I call them. People that just they mindlessly will support Capcom no matter how much bad things that they contribute. I mean, the other last week, I made a rant about Resident Evil 6, the demo that was released, and then I watched the IGN review of it, and it's like, well, what were you expecting? It's pretty much exactly what you see. There's nothing much to make of it. Bad controls, terrible camera angles. They made improvements from what IGN stated, but no, I'm not getting this game. I'm still not getting this game. And on top of that, there was also this article I encountered in EGM about there possibly being a Resident Evil 2 remake if a fan request is high enough. This is just Capcom's another way of exacerbating the fan base into an uproar, more or less. No, this is just to start rumors and to distract people from their latest fuck-ups. Which, alright, we're trying to progress and move onward, but seriously, when it gets to the point where you have to make people beg for something we want, because Square Enix does this shit too with Final Fantasy VII's remake being dangled over their head. Personally, look, if you're gonna really properly remake a Final Fantasy game, why not Final Fantasy VI? Seriously, fuck Final Fantasy VII. It was a good game, but the storyline sucked. And if anybody disagrees with me, by all means, I'm willing to debate. But yeah, once again, this game is trying to be something it never was meant to be. I don't mind creative leaps, but come on, man. What about and this is how they're describing the game. They're describing it as a social RPG. Does that sound anything like a 2D side-scrolling platformer to you? No, it doesn't. That was the problem I had with Mega Man Legends. They made it a third-person action shooter, and it was a decent few games, but it wasn't Mega Man. I would have, if it were any other game, they would have made like another franchise. I would have been like, that was a good game. But it wasn't Mega Man. I commend it for being something different. But no, they tried to make something that isn't what it is to be what it is. It'd be like they Infinity Ward discovering the wonderful drug known as acid, and we're like, what Corridor of Duty needs? We need to make it a fighting game. That's right, Soap McTavish is gonna be in a fighting game. It's gonna be awesome, man. You're gonna use the Kinect along with the Wii's controller, so you could play it. Oh yeah, you also need a sample of Bill Gates' blood and Donald Trump's hair. That's what's going to be required to play this game. It's going to be awesome. Corridor of Duty Fighting Edition. No, it'll never fucking work. There were instances where they tried different things that were good. Metroid Prime was one of those games. I loved Metroid Prime because I've been used to the series being 2D side-scrolling. And when Retro Studios first confirmed that it's going to be a first-person perspective, I was very worried until I played the game for myself. And I was like, this is just wonderful. I mean, it's a prequel, and yeah, things had to be changed, but it didn't feel forced. It felt right. I didn't feel pressured into, you know, oh well, it's first person. It's not. It's good, but it's not the same. No, it's good as a standalone aspect, and that's important. Seriously, if this is your response to the whole fan base of Mega Man, this is basically Capcom's way of saying, hey, Mega Man fans, you know how you wanted a big console release? This is our fucking response. We don't care, you know, KJ Inafune, he's gone, and don't expect any creative leaps. You know, Mega Man 9 and 10, that was it, man. We're gonna milk the series. We're gonna make it just like Pokemon, because that's what they've been doing. The Battle Network games and then the Star Force games, they're trying to compete with Pokemon and trading card games alike because they're marketed towards children, which is an infinite source of marketability in terms of profit. You know, this is why they keep Nintendo is flourishing now to some aspect with the 3DS, and then, you know, their franchises, they're well established, Mario, Kirby, all of those, because they're marketed towards children. Older people do enjoy those games, but they know that, and they take that into consideration. They make it geared towards it. It's smart. It's a smart decision. But this game, no one is going to buy this game anticipating anything great. It looks like a failure, and judging from how Capcom's latest track record is going to be, it probably will be a failure. I'm just personally tired of the bullshit. So far, Capcom, I'm beginning to not really like Capcom. I know I've really had it out for them in the past few rants I've made and mentioned them indirectly, but really, no. I'm not gonna do it anymore. No. One more stupid fucking statement Capcom makes, or something no one else wants. Come on, one more. Come on, one more. I'm waiting for it. You just don't get it, Capcom, do you? You just don't get it. Fighting Gentleman, signing out.